Welcome everybody to the K&B Music Den. As always, I'm Brad, and you, sir?
I'm everybody's friend, Keith.
Hey, we're in the same room together. Well, not room, but same connection here for once. It's been a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous. You're outside in the beautiful weather. Is it a bit hot though?
It's warm. It's hot. Yeah, I had to move, so I got a little outdoor patio going now. So going to
I
take
like
advantage of
that.
it. Yeah,
I
I'm going
like
to
the
take advantage of
vibe.
it.
I like the vibe. And we didn't coordinate this, folks, but we're both wearing caps tonight. So,
Intentionally, right?
oh yeah.
Planned, of
Intentionally
course.
on, accidentally on purpose. Is that what...
So what are we doing here today, Keith?
You tell the folks.
What we're doing is we're doing a round by round knockout fight between the Stones, two big albums. Well, they have many big albums, but we're
Yeah.
going with Sticky Fingers, considered by many to be their number one or two,
Yeah.
and Beggar's Banquet, which I think is a very underrated album. There's something that's underrated, but I think it fights for the top three spots, and
Yeah.
you'll get arguments. But we're going to go track 1 through 10 on each one and pick what track one's the best, which track two's the best, which track three's the best, until we figure out which one's the winner.
Are
What do you
you ready
think?
to keep score
I
like
got
you
I
always
got the
do?
tablet here.
All right.
Because we're high tech. We're high tech. So
Yeah.
pen and paper.
Pen and paper. Better than pencil. At least it's permanent.
It is permanent. Yeah. No changing your mind.
Well, yeah. And folks, obviously one of the other reasons that we ended up picking these two albums is because they have the same amount of tracks.
Very true.
um,
Yeah.
but it is a good matchup. It is a good
It
matchup.
is. Very good matchup.
And it kind of has fallen in line with what we've done with some of our other episodes. Please check them out, folks. With some of these album battles where there's one that seems like it's the clear, better album from the general opinion of everyone, and one that seems like it would come in second place. But then when you go song by song, sometimes you end up with surprises. Sometimes you end up with,
You
what you
do.
would think, so to speak. So it's always fun to do these.
Absolutely. So
So
let's get it going. Round
let's
one.
get it going.
What's that girl with the card? The
Oh,
girl that walks
yeah.
around.
Yeah, in the
We,
boxing
we
matches. Yeah.
we should have one that's going across the screen, but we don't.
Yeah.
But number one in the left corner from Beggar's Banquet, we have Sympathy for the Devil. Huge. Yeah, huge.
Yep.
And it's going against in the right hand corner from Sticky Fingers, Brown Sugar.
Wow. Okay. Well, see, I got the zipper there. I got the original copy with the zipper. I'm always afraid that's gonna fall off. But all right. You want me to take this one?
You take yes, get it started.
Get us started here on the K&B Music Den. Please like and subscribe. So, well, okay. Now, sympathy. Now, I gotta explain to the folks. I've been in bands for most of my life up until recently with the pandemic and everything. Sympathy for the Devil is a song I have performed hundreds of times over the course of the past 25 plus years
Mm-hmm.
performing live. So there's a bit of a bias there, maybe. But both great openers, both rockin' songs, in your face. I think due to the percussion and the lyrical content and just the guitar solo and just everything. This is a close one, but I am going with Sympathy for the Devil. What say you?
I agree 100%. To me, this was a lot of these songs. I love all of them. I'm a huge Stones fan, so I could pick either one from time to time depending on my mood. So I had
Yeah.
to think about it. If I go into a bar 100 times and I'm putting on a song in the jukebox, how many times would it be one song or the other? Which one am I going to lean towards more? In Sympathy for the Devil, I would probably go 57 out of 100 times. It's that close, but so I'm going to lean also towards Sympathy for the Devil.
Approximately 57 out
Yeah,
of 100.
yeah, that's in my head about where I'd be.
Well,
So,
I like your approach with the what would I spend my quarter on in the jukebox.
yep,
That's a cool way to break a
yep.
tie. I'll have to
So
keep that in mind.
round one goes to Beggars.
Yep, you got the tally mark there, Mr.
I
Tallyman?
got it. I
All right,
got it.
sir. All right, my outdoorsman friend. Why don't you go ahead and take this next one? We've got No Expectations from Beggar's Banquet
Mhm.
versus Sway from Sticky
Yep.
Fingers.
Yeah, there's on these albums. There's not a whole lot of easy picks for me. Most of these tracks, song by song, have been. I had to kind of go back and forth with my thought process of out of 100, which one I'd pick the most. This one, however, I kind of Sway. would pretty heavily lean towards, I think. So I'm going to go with the Sticky Fingers Sway on this one. Just a fun, upbeat track. It's one I listen to quite a bit. So Sway says me.
Sway says me as well.
Okay.
I think it's the clear winner here. No Expectations has that cool ballady country honky tonk vibe. But Sway is just, I mean, it's
Yeah.
among their best songs ever, in my opinion.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying this was the one of maybe two that wasn't hard for me.
Yeah, yeah. So it's nice to get an easy one out of the way.
Very true. So off to round
So,
three we go. We
okay,
got
number
from
three.
Beggars, we got Dear Doctor, while on Sticky Fingers, we're going with Wild Horses. So where do you go with this one, Keith?
Wow. Dear doctor, I'm damaged. There's a pain where there was. It's got that fun, again, honky tonky kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And then you've got the absolute masterpiece, Wild Horses. I mean, I think you know where I'm going with this one.
Yeah. This was probably my second one where I thought this wasn't too hard for me.
Yeah.
So Wild Horses.
Wild Horses all the way.
Putting Sticky Fingers up 2-1.
Yep, but it's early.
Yep.
All right, I'll throw it back at you here, sir. In the number 4 slot, we've got a good battle. Parachute Woman off of Beggar's Banquet versus Can't You Hear Me Knocking off of Sticky Fingers.
Yeah. And then this is again in my head. I'm going into a bar, got a quarter. Which one do I want to hear? Can't You Hear Me Knocking is one of my. I really enjoy that song. Love the guitar sound on it. Love the just the upbeatness of it. So I'm going to go with Can't You Hear Me Knocking.
Well, we're pretty in line here so far, buddy.
Okay.
Can't You Hear Me Knocking is the clear favorite for me on this battle. Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, that's the one that has that long sax solo, right?
Yeah, I believe it does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whew,
Yeah.
What a
so yeah, we're
smoking
4 songs
track.
in and all agreement so far. It's a little weird.
Yeah, that is a little weird. see if we can keep that streak going. That's kind of rare.
Yeah, right.
You're giving me these,
Yep.
is that right?
So
all
here
right,
we go.
5.
From Beggar's Banquet, track 5 is Jigsaw Puzzle. Or from Sticky Fingers, You Gotta Move.
All right. Well, Jigsaw Puzzle was a song I wasn't as familiar with until I went back and listened to both of these for this exercise. And it's one of the ones that stood out to me the most of both albums as far as like, wow, where have I been on this song?
Mm-hmm.
And I think You Gotta Move is a cool song for Sticky Fingers, and I think it's a good sequence spot. It's a slow, swampy blues cover song. So going up against Jigsaw Puzzle, to me, it's not a fair fight. I'm going Jigsaw Puzzle.
100% with you on this still. We're still batting 100 here. For me, Jigsaw Puzzle, just like you said, it's if you're listing out your favorite Stone song, it just doesn't pop into your head. But when you hear it, you realize how great of a track it is. So, I mean, it is definitely an underrated track of theirs.
Yeah, definitely. Very much so. So, okay, well, we're halfway through and we haven't disagreed. So,
not yet, which is crazy. Yeah.
Somebody mark the date and time here. So I guess this starts side 2 on both of them, I assume.
Yep.
But as I sit here with the vinyl and don't know, because both of these don't have the track listings on the back. They got, the other part of the bathroom there with the graffiti, and then you got the ass. so I can't really see.
Got to.
But we're gonna go with Street Fighting Man versus Bitch.
Oh man, you swore.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mom.
Well, you weren't calling her a bitch.
Oh, no. Please, let me be clear. Yeah.
So, Street Fighting Man versus Bitch. To me, again, this is one of the ones where it's more about what sticks in my head sometimes. Street Fighting Man will just get caught in my head sometimes. And it's a weird song to me. The lyrically is strange. Everything's about strange. It's almost like a Beatles song where sometimes the lyrics and stuff don't quite make a whole lot of sense to me, but it just pops in my head. And that's Street Fighting Man for me. So, I mean, for me, that's my favorite of the 2 tracks.
It has finally happened.
Okay. We finally split.
We disagree. We have a draw. Yeah, I'm going with Bitch, man. Um, the way that chorus ends, where he's singing about my heart's bumping louder than a big bass drum,
Yeah,
and you know what else puts this over the top for me? You know what I'm gonna say? Those horns, man.
you love the horns. Yeah,
I love the horns. I'm a
you
horny
do love the
guy.
horns.
What can I say?
Yep, yep. For those of you who don't
Okay,
know,
sorry.
Keith's currently recording a solo album. I now suggest you get some horns.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That would delay things a lot.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on number 7. We got Prodigal Son on Beggar's Banquet versus I Got the Blues off of Sticky Fingers.
Okay, that's me, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, Prodigal Son, we know, is a toe tapping acoustic blues cover
Mm-hmm.
about the poor boy and all that. Um, I got the blues. I've got the blues for you. It's a crooning ballad again with horns.
Oh, wait, are you tipping your hand here?
Yeah, I'm tipping my hand. Yeah.
All right, very
Hey,
good.
man, I got the blues and I got sticky fingers on this one.
I agree with you on that. I got the blues as well.
We're back to agreeing.
We're both sad and we're going with the green. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me throw it back to you like we've been doing back and forth here. Track 8, Beggar's Banquet. We got Stray Cat Blues versus Sister Morphine off Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, this one was super hard for me because I
Me
love
too.
Sister Morphine and I love that whole 3-track sequence at the bottom of this album.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much I enjoyed Stray Cat Blues until I listened to it again. And I was like, man, I really do enjoy this song. So I wasn't going to let myself be swayed by the fact that one's called Sister Morphine, which is huge. And I'll tell you right now, I'm leaning towards Stray Cat Blues on this one.
You're leaning or you're picking?
I'm picking it because I'm leaning that way.
Okay.
This isn't
Well,
a big pick. This is just leaning pick.
this is very interesting because I had the same exact thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you know what's I wasn't gonna go here, but I hope I'm remembering this right, so I don't sound like a fool. But don't they say somewhere in the lyrics here, of Stray Cat Blues, about I bet your mama don't know you scratch like that and all that stuff? Doesn't it say in the lyrics somewhere that she's 15?
Oh, I didn't catch. It's possible, but I didn't catch that.
So, as a father of a now 20-year-old daughter, but still, I know, and I don't like to get like that because I think the over
Ooh.
PC and the oversensitive is a bit much these days. But these songs were so close; it was a virtual tie for me, which is saying something for Stray Cat Blues if it's up against Sister
Yeah,
Morphine. But now and again, the great guitar work in Sister Morphine and that
yeah,
druggy sound, the slow sound. It obviously what I just mentioned isn't the only reason,
yeah.
but it did edge out for Sister Morphine for me by a hair.
Nope, that makes sense. Well, we're gonna have a draw on that one.
Yep.
All right, now,
Hmm.
yeah, we're down to the final 2 tracks.
Yep.
So on number 9 for Beggar's Banquet, we got Factory Woman.
Factory Girl.
Oh, Factory Girl. Yes, I'm sorry. She grew up since the album came out.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It has been quite a while since it was released.
And 9 for Sticky Fingers is Dead Flowers. So, how do you feel about these two?
Well, again, I'll remind the folks that I played live music for many, many, many years, and even more so than how many times I played Sympathy for the Devil, I don't think I played a show for years on end with one of the projects and kind of leading into the next that Dead Flowers was pretty much always our opener because it's just 4 chords and the truth. It's a great song to make sure you
Yeah.
can hear everything, the harmonies and everything. So that has been beat to death, pardon the Dead Flowers pun. But I can't deny its greatness, so I got to go with Dead Flowers.
Me too. Yeah, I love that. Like I said, the final 3 tracks on Sticky Fingers, I love just the way it flows down, and
Oh,
this
it's
was fantastic. So yeah, also going with Dead Flowers on this one.
yeah. All right, he clicks the pen on his beard there,
Had to,
and
yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna throw this to you, buddy. This is the final battle.
Okay.
It's Salt of the Earth off of Beggar's Banquet versus Moonlight Mile off Sticky Fingers. What say you, my friend?
Salt of the Earth is a fun song and it's a nice song,
It
but it's
is.
not Moonlight Mile. Moonlight Mile is one of my favorite Stone songs. Fantastic track. Gotta go with Moonlight Mile.
Rest in peace, Neil Casal.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, he kind of left that as a note, I think, some of the lyrics to Moonlight Mile when he left us.
yeah.
So which just adds to it for me. But yeah, Moonlight Mile is an absolute masterpiece. Pretty clear cut winner here. Again, Salt of the Earth is a great way to close Beggars. No slouch at all. But
Yeah,
when you're going up against Moonlight Mile, you're going to hit the floor pretty fast.
true.
So just off the top of my head, I'm thinking this was a Sticky Fingers runaway win.
Yeah, it ended up being a Sticky Fingers runaway. It's six rounds winning, 2 rounds losing, and 2 rounds draw.
Yeah, that's pretty clear cut winner here.
It was. Yep. Yep.
Although, like you said in the intro, Beggar's Banquet is underrated.
It is. Absolutely.
But this, I mean, I know you're a huge Exile on Main Street fan.
I am. Yeah.
Um, but pound for pound, I don't know, man. I mean, Sticky Fingers, it's hard to argue. I mean, Sticky Fingers is a pretty much a perfect album. Um, but Exile, I mean, yeah, you get more. And
You
that's
do get
pretty
more.
perfect too. So I
Too.
mean, that's maybe it comes down to that. But I mean, now what do you think? There's a couple songs on Sticky Fingers that are kind of more simple, bluesy. There's at least I think two covers on here, right? So
Yeah.
do you think if they swapped out the covers with a couple more originals, this would be even higher and maybe have more of a chance to battle Exile?
I don't think so. They do cover so well; they become their own songs almost. They're they're
Point.
they're very efficient in the blues. They're one of the few groups who play the blues as well as the old Mississippi guys did them. And when they play them, they make them their own. So no, I mean, I don't think it would change a thing.
Good point. Good point. They do make covers their own.
Yep.
So many covers that they made famous, people have to look up and see who did them first
Yeah.
because they
Exactly.
just seem like Stone songs, which
Yep.
is a tip of the hat to the fellas.
Exactly.
Um, so real quick question, since we reviewed Hackney Diamonds when it first came out and it's
Hmm.
been a while, sitting with it, living with it, do you think we were just so excited because it was a solid Stones effort, or is it still like really great to you when you still listen to
It's
it
a
now?
really, really great album. I mean, it's. I think what made it so great for us is the fact that we didn't expect it from these guys that were that age to put out something that quality at this point in their career. So I think that's if they were 40-year-old guys and they put that album out, we might not have been quite as blown away by it. But the fact that they're how many years into their career now and they're putting that out, I think is where you get blown away.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it recently again, kind of wondering that question to myself, and I'm like, no, it's just really great.
It is. It's really great. Yeah.
And I've been amazed lately at all these elder statesmen that are putting out great music, and their voices still sound great. I was watching some of the Fourth of July specials the
Hmm.
other night, and man, Smokey Robinson. Did you see
Yeah.
any of that?
Oh yes.
He was singing live, and you could tell by you could tell if it's lip synced.
Oh, you can.
Um,
Yes.
he was singing live, and Jesus, he sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like
Fantastic.
unbelievable.
Yep.
And he looks great. He looks healthy. He sounds beautiful. So
Yep.
I'm just impressed. It gives me hope as I'm about to turn 50 that maybe I can do some music still when I get older and people won't cringe if they're not
Exactly.
cringing already at this age. But so yeah, man. Well, we will find another song versus song to do, folks, and we'll get that up soon. These are fun. And thanks for your patience with us. We had a little unexpected hiatus here, but we are back and glad to be back here at the KB Music Dance. So let's get this rolling again. Let's like, subscribe, share the video, smash that bell for notifications. You'll be notified every time we drop new content here at the channel. Brad, thank you so much for your time and your
You got
preparation
it.
here. We've got a Sticky Fingers runaway win, but both
We
albums are
did.
great. So revisit them and enjoy some Stones on this as you end your holiday weekend.
Absolutely. You have a good one, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.